Good evening, friends. How is it going tonight? Welcome to our Thursday night flight. We are over in New Mexico right now in the 152 from JP Logistics. And was going to be mostly a scenic flight. We'll be deviating from the flight plan occasionally throughout the flight as we see fit. One thing that'll be cool to see is we'll be checking out the Philmont Scout Ranch. And if you're not familiar with the Philmont Scout Ranch, sorry about the background noise. The Philmont Scout Ranch is a very cool place to go backpacking for Boy Scouts. And when I was a kid, we actually went out there and did a 10-day backpacking trip. So hopefully we'll get to see some of the cool stuff, and it'll spark some of the memories that we can talk about. Especially my dirt tan. We'll talk about that here in a minute. We're currently at Angel Fire, and we will detour over to Philmont before following the remainder of our flight plan. We're going to be heading towards the Cimarron VOR. And if you guys could do me a real quick favor, hit that like button and leave a comment below as we get started. It would be a huge help to the stream and to the channel. Also, if you want to support the channel in any way or have any questions about my current setup, you can check out the links below. Right now, I got Ron, Sean, and Mike in here on the ground with me. And if you'd like to join the flight or any of the others, please feel free to join the Discord, which is also linked below, and we'll get you all set up. So let's hop back in the cockpit and get this thing started up. Currently not on live weather because the winds here are like 30 to 40 knots just sitting on the ground, so I'm not even going to try to deal with that with these high altitude ops for a 152. Also, I picked up the SimWorks Studio right before this, so if you guys are around for the end of the stream, we'll be checking that out for a few minutes before we end it. So with that, let's hop back over and get started. Alright, I'm back. Okay.
Welcome back.
So, got myself in the airplane along with 16 gallons of fuel. We repaired the engine health from last time because somebody had to remove the nose plugs, as Mike put it. And, you know, totally wasn't me. Filled it up on oil, changed the battery, or charged the battery, and we'll be flying with the EMS-50 GTN 750 tonight. Did make sure this thing would start up before we got going here, so hopefully it restarts. But let's go ahead and get the powers turned on and get this flight plan put in here. I got somebody echoing. Mike, I think it's you. If you don't mind going to your headset there. Let's see here. Go back. Flight plan. Leaving KAXX over here at Angel Fire. Destination of Kilo Lima Victor Sierra. Thanks for streaming. Hey. Are you up in Canada? Ken? Is that where you're at? One day we'll see 30-knot winds. Well, we've done it before, and it's definitely interesting, but we don't really go anywhere very quickly. And I'd prefer not to do it when we're not going to be going up to 12,000 feet in a 152, and it's not going to turn out too well in our favor. So waypoints, we're going to head over to the Cimarron VOR first, and we will do a little bit of VOR navigation, and I'll show you guys how to do that over here on the nav radio. So Cimarron, at a waypoint, let's go Kilo Sierra, Kilo X-ray, Kilo Sierra, Kilo X-ray, Taos to E at 14, Echo 14. Hopefully that populates. It does. Awesome. Then to Kilo Sierra Alpha Foxtrot. I feel like I may have missed something, but let's just check the map here, make sure it looks okay. Okay, yeah, that looks fine. So, heading over to Cimarron, the Scout Ranch I'm talking about this area right here, just a little bit to the southwest of Cimarron. Alright, we'll leave the terrain radar on, which is not necessarily a radar for the C-152. It's just a database that's loaded into the Garmin itself. Like I mentioned, we are off live weather because of the winds, and the time is local 3:04 p.m. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab the altimeter 29902. Make sure we get that all set up correctly, and it looks like it's good there, and 2993, arrow, set there. So, put our beacon light on, strobe light, and nav lights, and see if we can't get this thing started up here. So let's go full mixture. And since we are really high in altitude, we're going to go ahead and pull some of that back out again. Crack the throttle, get the primer in, 1, 2, 3, and let's see if she'll start for us. Confirm the fuel is on. That'll get you every time too. Fuel's horizontal, so it's on. And start. Oh, look at that. First try. So, a little bit over 1,000 RPM, and let's lean for the ground. It's a little sensitive because of the high altitude here. Get this door shut. And get our landing lights on and pitot heat. Oh, pitot heat. It was already on. It was on my Bravo over here. And let's confirm our amp meter is charging, which it is. Cool. Go and store our tablet. Everything's good there. Check our trim. Slightly below takeoff, which is where we want it. And like I mentioned before, we're going to do a little VOR navigation here. So the code for Cimarron, the frequency is 1164, which I've got dialed in right here. And I went ahead and dialed in 230 because I'll pull the navgraph over real quick. I'll show you what we're doing. So you got 21, 22, 23, and we want to intercept Cimarron on 230, which will take us right over the Scout Ranch that I'm talking about. And that's 11,721 feet on our way back. We'll try to fly over that if we can get high enough. That is actually one of the peaks I hiked to while we were there, along with the Tooth of the Time, which is down here near the ranch, which is a pretty cool rock structure. It's not modeled too well in the sim, but for us, it'll do just fine. The one thing that I would hope that they fix for 2024 is, at the altitude we're at right now, we should see some more tree lines for altitude. It shouldn't be just trees all the way up to 9, 10, 11,000 feet. Somewhere around the, I guess it's around the 9 or 10,000 feet. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. The trees pretty much don't have enough oxygen to grow in most parts, so you start getting down to these little scraggly bushes and then just rock tops. 10 degrees on the flaps. And I believe I'm ready when you guys are.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright.
I'm ready.
Yep, I'll catch up.
Alright. No rush. We'll catch you at another airport. Get the head tracking set. Check our controls. Full left, full right. Up, down, left rudder, right rudder. Everything feels and looks okay there. And winds are pretty calm right now, 2 knots, so we will just take off runway 17 here. We'll just hit this taxiway right in front of us and take off to the right. We've got plenty of taxiway. Alrighty, so let's go park and break off. And let's get rolling here. Somebody on a 182 or 172?
That's me.
Okay. Alright, we will do our run up right here. Definitely want to make sure this thing's happy before we get going, since we're going to be flying so high in altitude here. So let's go 1800 RPM. I'll leave that mixture out some, but we are going to richen it just because of our altitude. And we can check the lean pretty well by watching how much RPM we lose on a mag here. So that's about normal, maybe a little bit more than usual. And the left, right mag is the same. And carb heat looks good. We might lean it out just a hair there. It was a little larger drop than usual. But let's get rolling. Clear left, clear right. I'm going to depart to the right. And eventually do a left turn once we get airborne and capture that VOR.
Yeah, I couldn't get even to 2,000 RPM full rich.
Oh yeah, you can't right now. And we can lean it out, get a little better idea of our lean settings once we get airborne here. We got 2,400 RPM on takeoff, so that's not too bad. 50 knots. Go ahead and rotate. Over here trying to grab my landing gear. Like I'm flying something a little bigger. Alright, we're bumping up against 2,500 RPM. Let's see if we lean it out just a hair more here. Actually, our EGT is a little too lean. So, there we go. I think it's about the best we're going to get right now. Alright, let's go flaps up. I just got that VOR. We'll keep climbing out of here. And let's do a left turn. It's currently indicating from, so we want to get that to 2, which it should swap over here in a moment. One thing I did not confirm was my heading and compass direction. So do a left pattern here. And I'm not seeing this swap over. One 164, 1164. What's going on here? It's still saying from. Oh, okay. It will say from because we're going towards it backwards.
Right, on the 2-3.
Yeah. So the reciprocal of that is what, 50?
Mm-hmm.
So let's dial in 50. There's our 2. Yeah, okay. Now it's making more sense. Alright, sorry about that. Gives us a little extra time to get climbing here. Altitude showing 8,500 feet in front of us. We'll probably need to be a little over 8,000 for most of it. Currently at almost 10,000. Should see this VOR coming in here very soon. Yeah, the mountains immediately in front of us are closer to 10,000. Just clicking around on the Garmin here. So we'll go ahead and head on up to 11. Let's go ahead and get the heading bug in. And let's go autopilot, heading mode, and I'm on up to 11,000 feet. Do 500 feet per minute right now.
I have to drop some fuel so I could get over the mountains.
I heard you said you're loading up the whole full tanks. And...
Yeah, because last time I ran out of fuel. Oh man.
Alright, looks like we can lean our engine out just a little bit more here. Get that EGT back up. There we go. And the VOR is coming in nicely, so once we get a little closer to it, we can start following it. We are in CDI VLOC, so once we hit nav mode, it will take us to the VOR itself. But really, the mountains off to our left over there are in the area that I spent most of my time hiking over there. as far as trips, this is like a, I don't want to call it a once in a lifetime, but it's because it's definitely something I'd like to do again, maybe with my nephew when he gets into scouts. But definitely won't hesitate to go back. Check off the nose, make sure we're not about to smack into something. And we are coming up on 11,000 feet. It's capturing, which is great. VLR's coming in. I don't remember which one it was, but one of these little lakes out here. It was Deer Lake. I think there's a big prairie that has a big lake in it. That was pretty neat. Alright, let's go into nav mode. Start turning our heading bug in towards Cimarron. See if that captures for us. Maybe I'm a bit too steep there. Nav mode. It's in VLOC. I don't know why it's not capturing. Maybe we shot too far through it. Let's try heading back. It is. We are off to the right a little bit. How you guys doing back there? See a bunch of you in there off to my left.
Yeah, I'm trying. Every time I go into nav mode, my plane just turns the opposite direction.
You have it in GPS or VLOG?
GPS. Actually, I lied.
Yeah, for some reason my nav mode is not capturing.
Mine seems like it's got it.
But in GPS now.
So I've got heading
On the
mode here, so it's not a big deal.
50-degree radial, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it seems like I've captured.
We take it out of heading mode and then go just straight to nav mode. Well, I won't do that either. Just turn autopilot off. Autopilot on, nav mode.
I tuned 116.4.
Yep.
Alright, I'm just calling out things that... trying to think what could be messing you up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because, I mean, I've got the VOR. I got it in VLOC. It's 116.4. And for some reason, it just keeps arming nav mode.
Oh, see, I'm using my GTN's radio in the upper CDI, and
Yeah.
mine worked.
You might be right. I bet that's what it is. So 1164. Bet that'll fix us up. Swap that over. Oop. Transfer. See if it'll take. I forget that the autopilot follows the OBS 1.
It was actually fine to the to sim for me.
Are you OBS to 50 degrees now?
There we go. Yeah, now we're in the nav, but that's what it was. Good call, Mike.
I learned it from watching you. Remember that commercial?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I think I know what you're talking about. Alright, so there is the Tooth of Time. If you don't know what that is, check it out on Google. It's pretty neat. We can actually, you know what we can do is pull it up real quick. So, Tooth. Here we go. Images. Oops, wrong screen.
I'm all the way over here.
Yes, I've been all the way up the top of this thing right here. It's pretty neat. Pretty interesting experience. You get to see the... Oh, here's a picture from the top. You get to see the clouds and everything. When I was up there, there was some little pop-up storms all around. That was kind of neat to see because they were raining. off in the middle of the desert.
It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that mountain I was telling you about up here, where they every Christmas they go and put like a huge star on top of the mountain so you can see it in the
Oh, yeah.
nighttime.
That is pretty cool. Back home, somebody has a house up on a mountain, and they would do something similar. So there, look on the head. That is Tent City, off the nose there. It's basically just a bunch of army tents popped up for everybody to stay at before they go out on a bus, and they take you to your starting point. And then they've got some, dining hall, shopping area, some historical stuff, and a big amphitheater that's pretty neat. Really nice place. So let's go ahead and pull back 2400 RPM. And what we can do, guys, since we are already at elevation, instead of diving down and trying to climb, or I should say claw our way back up, is we can go ahead and do a direct to KAXX. Go to flight plan, KAXX, activate, and CD out of GPS mode. Go ahead and do that left turn as we fly over the tooth of time. But here's what I'm talking about, like this whole area up here, there really isn't a ton of trees. Mainly just these little bushes. I mean, there's some on the back slopes and everything. This isn't as bad as that mountain ridge I was talking about earlier. Alright, so we got 31.6 miles. And get enjoying the mountain views all along the way. Oh, there goes somebody.
Well, I only loaded like half of my flight plan. I'm just gonna. Have to hand fly this.
Did you pull it in from Simbrief or something?
Not just put it in. Not from Simbrief.
Oh, you put it into the GTN 750 and it only loaded half still?
Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
I can look at it.
Oddly enough, Mike and Sean, excuse me, still getting over this cold. Unicom 1228 is the CTAF frequency for KAXX. Low-level mountain flying is the best. Well, it's definitely most scenic, and hopefully these clouds don't try to get us killed here too. So I'm not sure if we are high enough to get over what's directly in front of us here. We may have to go out of nav mode or climb, one of the two.
I think I know what happened.
Yeah, I just went direct KAXX and it deleted my whole flight plan.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's a bug.
I'm the KAXX.
Seemed to work just fine for me. This is sick. Is it free? You talking about the sim or the scenery? Both. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not free, but the plane that I'm flying right now is a modded 152 from WB Sim and JP Logistics. It's free, and then the scenery is all brought in from Bing Maps. You can see I've got Weatherby over there off to the right. He joined us. Mike and Sean behind me. Let's see. Ron is well ahead of us up there.
I'm gonna have to fly heading mode on this. So I get this fixed.
I took a shortcut.
No problem. I forgot that MSFF means Microsoft Flight Sim. Oh, no problem. Yeah, it's definitely worth the money, in my opinion. I've got tons and tons and tons of hours, and you can pretty much do anything aviation related in it that you would want to. It wouldn't be a group flight if someone doesn't fly into a mountain, I'm calling it. Well, we could make it nighttime real quick. Make it real interesting. Nighttime and turn off your...
Nighttime with all clouds.
Yeah, all clouds, there you go. Oh, we could do that too. Just make it all clouds. How long does it take to learn to fly? I mean, something like this right here, we could teach you how to fly it really quick. Like, you'd be comfortable to join a group flight in an hour or two, honestly.
Then I'll be flying the TBM.
Yeah, I mean, we can teach you how to fly this thing right here all the way up to 747. Anything in between, we know how to fly. At least enough to get from point A to point B. Quite a few of us actually fly for a virtual airline, and that's always a fun experience too. The handling is the hardest part of flying. Yeah. Once you get the muscle memory, which obviously just takes time to figure out, it's not too bad. And then once you get the hang of that, and navigating via the systems is there's a million scenarios you can enjoy. All right, Diesel. I think we're gonna make it over this next ridge here. All right, that's sick. I will definitely come back to the channel. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got a Discord link below if you want to check that out. There is a ton of great help in the Discord channel, myself and many others included. I think we're gonna skim the top just fine here. If we go cartwheeling, I'm blaming Diesel. Ooh, that's kind of sketchy. Just the right altitude. Look at that. It's gonna be close. Yeah, it was. It's gonna be
Okay, now it's... That's weird.
Don't
Now it's
flinch.
showing my whole flight plan.
Huh, that's interesting. I don't know why it would do that.
That motive actually.
Yeah, every time I go direct KAXX, it deletes everything.
So strange.
It's a weird bug.
Yeah, we definitely gave those trees a haircut for sure. Alright, so we're not going to be on this nav track right here because we didn't quite make it all the way to Cimarron. But we are heading to KAXX, which is apparently an Indian burial ground for Mike and Sean. The mountaintop that I was mentioning earlier that I climbed all the way up to when I was a kid. It's this 11,721 feet peak, and that should be off to our right. Take a look here. I think it might be that one. And right there. This whole area is absolutely beautiful in the real world. The sim actually doesn't even do it justice compared to what it truly looks like. Yeah, Diesel, you wanted low mountaintop flying. You got it. It doesn't get much lower. Alright, I got 21.1 miles to our first airport. That airport is going to be at an altitude of 6,444 feet-ish. So, you know what we could do is once we get past this ridge right here, we'll start our descent down into the, I guess it's a valley through there?
Yeah, the airport's in a north-south valley.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Oops.
I have one question. How do you get the nav mode? Because every time I click nav, it goes to like heading, or has heading above it.
Did you change your CDI to GPS?
Yep.
So the reason heading is armed, or yeah, heading is active and then nav is armed. You need to fly probably on an intercept for the nav track for it to switch over.
You could also just do a direct to the next airport. Oh, you know what? My flight plan disappeared after
Yeah, I go to
KX.
procedures and
They should be able to just hit the direct key on the right side of the Garmin and then go direct KX.
I think it must have changed to mean delete key instead of direct key.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It keeps deleting my. I don't know.
It
Sorry,
deleted
that was
all of my stuff too here, so I'm not real sure what happened
oh
there.
yeah, the delete was. I mean, I'm going to KXKX, but my whole flight plan is gone.
Yeah.
Besides KXKX, unless it's gonna put it back once you get there. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Shouldn't it's showing? Yeah, see, mine's showing my departure is KAXX and then KX is my arrival. White knuckle piloting out of the flight path. Yeah. I'm assuming you meant white knuckle piloting for the tree line there, but going out of the flight path shouldn't have deleted our flight plan. It's not unusual to do a direct mid-flight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut you guys off over there.
So we got to go over this valley that's in front of it, over the next ridge, and then down into the next one.
Yeah. We'll get off autopilot once we get to the top of this ridge here.
Actually, this is where we took off from. This
Yep.
valley we're going over.
It is. Yep.
Okay, now my nav mode works. What's going on today?
We're going to E14 after this, so we can depart house on a heading of 208 and get the rest of our flight plan re-entered into the Garmin. I don't know why it deleted it on us. Although it's either a bug that hit us all because we went over the Indian burial ground, or it's designed that way and we're just dumb. One of the two. I'm not sure yet.
I feel like once we get there, it's probably gonna show the rest of our flight plan. Cause I'm the same as you.
I kind of want to
My
do the same
flight plan
thing.
says KAXX user and KSKX.
Yeah, I'm wanting to fix it now, but I also want to do what you're saying is wait until we get there and see if it fixes itself. Alright, autopilot off. Let's dive down into this valley here and have a little bit of fun. Let's go ahead and richen the engine just a hair so we don't get it too lean. And pull the throttle just a little bit so we don't overspeed. And for Diesel's enjoyment, we'll fly along the top of the tree line here on our way down. Continually nosing or trimming down, so I don't have to fight the trim the entire time. One little comment that I think everybody will kind of laugh at is it says, "Do not open the window above 143 knots indicated airspeed." I don't know if this thing can even get to 143 knots.
I mean, it goes to 140. Open the window and see what's happening.
I wonder what would happen if you did.
I
don't know.
Just flip over.
The
I got
window,
my window open right now.
window gets ripped off. We're gonna dive down in this little valley that's in the tree line here. Have a little bit of fun. Hopefully our flight plan comes back to us here in a moment.
Because I don't know how I got mine to come back after I claimed that it got deleted.
I don't know. Do you remember what buttons you were pushing?
I think I activated the flight direct and then did something. Clicked
Yeah.
something else and activated that one and the whole flight plan came back.
Interesting. Must have flown over the Skinwalker Ranch to have everyone lose the flight plan.
I hope that luck doesn't follow me in real life.
Oh no.
I mean, this is a sim, after all.
Yeah, my nav stopped working too. I'm hand flying it again.
We're just having all sorts of fun today.
This is an easier way to get into this airport. If we had flown direct, we'd be going over the high peaks to our right and fighting our way up over the top of those things.
This is a lot more fun too. Alright, I'm going to assume the winds are calm since I won't be able to pull on any other values, and don't feel like pulling up the sim weather every time we get to an airport. And we're just going to land on the whatever runway this is. That's probably about 30 or so. Let's take a look at it real quick. That runway 31, I was close. Just hit 31 there, do a little touch and go. See if our flight plan comes back. If not, we are going to depart on a heading of 208-ish. The ancient curse strikes again. Ancient curse will always get you. One of my job sites, I swear, it's an Indian burial ground. We've had anything and everything that could possibly happen there. Man, I could count the leaves on those trees. Here, these when we get a little closer, you start picking some leaves. I'm waiting for an invisible tree to jump up and bite me and flip me over, and then we're having to skew over to the airport. We need to go back to...
Oh, wait.
What's up?
So, if you look at your... Well, I'm looking at my flight plan and it shows the runway. And then after that, there's a line going off that runway. I'm gonna assume that the flight plan is gonna come back.
Yeah, we're about to find out.
We just went direct though. That's
Yeah, it
I'm
shouldn't
sure
have...
they delete everything.
Shouldn't have deleted everything, but it's not showing up anywhere else on my Garmin. This low altitude makes the Cessna look like a jet. I know, right? It's amazing how you go from it feels like we're barely moving when we're cruising around at the top of those peaks to suddenly we're just all in the mail real
We get
quick.
to 140.
Yeah, I'm only on 95 knots right now too.
Now, let me close my window because I don't want to find out what happens.
Who's this guy? What are you doing all the way out here? In a fuel truck? Oh, he's bringing our fuel for us. It's not smacking to the ground. That would be a bad idea. Thanks, Stingray. Appreciate it. This is a lot more enjoyable than just cruising around the 12,000 feet.
You know, I'm gonna cut you off. You know what would be cool for a group flight is those water landing, like flying the Beaver.
We've done that a few times. I think the last one we did was probably before you came along, but yeah, we definitely need to do the Beaver again. Maybe an Alaska Beaver tour or something.
Ooh, that'd be
cool. They got some nice spots up here.
Yeah. All right, let's get some altitude here. Find this airport. Heartburn Cessna. Quick, somebody played Danger Zone. Heat blur Cessna. Speaking of heat, we make sure that we don't overheat this thing. It likes to get a little warm. It should be off to our right here somewhere. Straight off the nose now. It can be a little deceiving with this Garmin if you're not zoomed in far enough. Just how far things are actually away, but it's saying 4 miles. So that's it right there. Okay.
Landing runway 13.
3-1.
31.
Excuse me. We'll have to do a Breaking Bad flight one time, fly down to Albuquerque. Which is actually where I flew into and hopped on a tour bus to drive on up to Scout Ranch. Oh, that was like 3 hours of just desert, and then all of a sudden there's just mountains everywhere. It was the weirdest thing. Which we're going to be heading to Santa Fe here in a little bit, which I think Santa Fe is in the Better Call Saul. Wasn't that one of the places he worked at?
Yeah.
How long is the stream going to be? We are maybe a third into the flight, so another at least hour. Yeah, so we'll at least be seeing where Saul was. Where did he ultimately get locked up at? Oh, hang on. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Sorry. I don't remember where it was, but what's everyone's favorite airport?
Oh my gosh, my GTN 750 just shut off. It went totally blank.
Oh no. Alright, let's go ahead and pull these flaps in. Okay, I'm gonna get a quick shower. Oh, hi, don't leave just yet. Diesel, I'm gonna need your buttery pancakes and waffles here in a second. Alright, see what happens when we touch down here. Add a little bit of power, get that nose back up, decrease our descent rate. We're going about 55, 60 knots over the threshold, and then we can start pulling power. My favorite airport's a tough one. KAXX out in Colorado is an awesome one to fly in and out of, especially when the weather sucks, because navigating in and out of there can be interesting. Alright, touchdown, let's ride that wheelie, bring the power back in, full power, flaps 10, and we're back in the air.
I'm gonna do a full stop and see what the heck. Why my GTM went out.
Is your alternator on?
Switches are on. It's the right red switch, right?
Yeah, you should your left one.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. I don't know. It's interesting. Alright, let's do a left turn, get these flaps up. Gotta remember that we are not at our normal altitude, so our performance sucks.
Yeah, performance is straight. I pushed in the mixture a little bit. It almost fell out the sky.
Yeah, I dropped the flaps and about fell out of the sky. Or raised the flaps, sorry. Yeah, Milford Sound is definitely a really good one. And then if you've watched the New Zealand streams, we go into that Quentin Lodge, which is T004. That's a fun one to fly in and out of. San Diego is nice too. And Big Bear is my favorite. Oh, Lake Tahoe is a fun one. What is the place down in Arizona? I'm drawing a blank. Not Prescott, but the one that's on top of that mesa. What is that called? Drawing a blank. Anyways, once I think of it, I'll let you know, but it's actually featured in some of my videos. I even did a scenery review on it. Alright, my flight plan did not come back in, so let's go ahead and go autopilot. Let's go heading mode. Heading. And then we'll keep the current climb rate. I'll be back for the next landing. Alright, Diesel, I'll see you in a little bit. Yeah, Sedona, that's it. I have loaded into Provo. I haven't been there in a little while though. Oh, check out this. Oh, check this out. What is this? Off to our right. There's like this big.
To the right. there a
Big
cannon?
Big canyon, yeah. All right, so let's get this flight plan back in here, and then we'll dive down to that canyon real quick. So menu, let's delete this flight plan. And we're gonna set our departure KSKX. And our destination KLVS. Next waypoint's going to be Echo 14, and then KSAF. Let's dive down this ridge. Oh, I have to describe this. My first time looking at the channel. I like it, bro. I appreciate it, Stingray. We got a lot of good content on there. And feel free to join the Discord. You can hop in here and fly with us sometime. Alright guys, I'm going to dive down into this canyon. This looks too fun to ignore. Where are you guys at? Saw some lights a second ago. You're not too far behind me. Here, I'll slow up so you guys can catch up to me. Alright, I'll slow up.
You know what? I'm gonna drop some fuel.
Drop some fuel.
I just feel like I'm just so slow. It's just
Well,
one of those. I'll put some fuel back in, but for now, I'll drop down a little bit. It was not realistic, but I'm going
Alright.
14.
Let's do a off-power stall here to dive down into the canyon. And give everybody an opportunity to catch up to us.
I believe this would be the Rio Grande.
Rio Grande. Okay. Oh,
So
there she goes. Drop the left wing.
And there's some wicked cool bridges over this. I don't know if they would show in the sim. There's a famous one. Were we south of it? Oh, we just missed it. It's up to the north of us.
Ah, dang. The Rio Grande.
Alright, nose down.
Oh, check! Look at this water. It's like climbing the rock face right here. Alright, I'm gonna keep my speed slow as you guys catch up to me here. And then we can follow the Rio Grande around here. There's a bridge. That one's a little low to try flying under. I don't trust these low bridges. We can fit. Sometimes the sim likes to put an imaginary wall right in the middle of the thing. And no, we've never cartwheeled under a bridge before on the stream before. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's snag some screenshots. This is pretty cool. Oh, these guys got a road down here.
There's a road. You know there's a photogrammetry mod that fixes all this stuff.
For the whole Rio Grande?
They're like anything that's covered with water.
Oh, so what's it, like deleted or something?
Oh, it doesn't delete it, just fixes how it looks. Like how that bridge looks.
Yeah.
Probably fix that too.
Got a power line I'm going under. Well, I have driven this road
Oh, really?
from Taos down the river.
That's cool. I'll have to do that sometime.
There's actual cars on there too.
It's very cool. I spent a year and a half working over near Los Alamos, just south of here.
Oh, okay. I have not been to Los Alamos.
I'm getting better engine performance down here.
Oh, yeah, we're like half as high as we were a minute ago.
I'm just fly this all the way.
We could. This is pretty enjoyable, I'm not gonna lie. Is this,
I mean, it cuts off a little bit.
is this,
Or
does this have a bunch of rapids in it, Mike? Or is it more calm?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah, so down along this road, when I just drove it once just to check it out and go check out that big bridge up in Taos and see the ski resort. And there was all kinds of people putting in and taking out whitewater rafts, kayaks, canoes.
I bet it's amazingly clear water too, because there's not a whole lot of clay around here, I bet.
Actually, so in their monsoon season in the fall,
We're getting
it
a
will
runoff.
be dirt brown from morning until afternoon, and then it clears up. Then the monsoon rains getting in the afternoon, and by morning again, it's mud brown again. It just repeats that day after day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
That's the that rainy season. They call it the monsoon season down there in the fall.
Yeah. The way the sun is lying right now, I'm waiting for something to pop up and bite me. It's kind of hard to see everything down here. Probably looks a little nicer on the stream than it does on my actual monitor, just because of HDR to SDR conversion.
It looks really good on the stream. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, the stream looks better than my main monitor.
Yeah, I'm glancing up at it right now, and it's a little more colorful. Oh, this will be fun. I'm gonna dive off the edge here and get back down on the water. Diesel picked a bad time to go take a shower. We're gonna have to pick on him when he gets back.
She got cars driving down there too.
Yeah. There goes another fuel truck. I'm gonna have to tell him to start following you around, Sean.
I'm at half tank right now. Should be good.
Reflections.
I think the last time I flew, I forgot to fill up. I forgot to put fuel in it.
Yeah. I only had like 3 gallons of gas when we took off for a hour and a half flight.
I was just doing like touch and goes in the airports up here.
Oh, there's a bridge. You think we should risk it?
You can risk it.
Let's risk it. Alright, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Made it!
I'm going. No way! Not the trees! Oh! Oh!
Did you make it? Oh, you made it! Look at that!
I hit my wing though. I hit my wing. Yeah, like a little bit more to the left, and I would have been in the water.
I was waiting for that just smack. There's plenty of flat land on top of the ridge here. We could hop up there real quick and get back in the air, but that would have just been disappointing.
That's where I'm flying.
Not gonna lie, the ray tracing makes the water look good, but it's just bad because it's Microsoft.
Yeah, it'd be nicer if the water was a little smoother. Like, I'm glad it's at least in the right area, but like, it's funny seeing water go uphill.
The AI photogrammetry.
Yeah. Look right here, look at this. It's going like up the hill. This is pretty cool down here. There's a cell tower. That's from the We Love VFR mods. A lot of neat little things like that. Let's check our oil temp. Everything's good there. Helps we're at a higher altitude than when we're normally doing this river running. Alright, I don't know if this one... I don't know if you can even fit under that with the tail. Pretty sure the tail would smack that one.
Only one way to find out.
You gonna try it?
Nah.
Chicken out. Oh, here you go.
I was gonna do
There you go,
it.
Sean. You can do this one right here. This one's even better. Pretty sure you need to get your snorkel on for that one. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a tight turn.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, there's not enough space to fit there.
Get a little rudder action to keep these turns nice and tight. I'm gonna hop over this little ridge right here. This is kind of neat. Oh, definitely don't have the climb performance I'm used to.
Just scrape the bottom of your wheels on there.
Could you imagine driving along the road and you just see an airplane going around this hairpin turn right here? Like, what? There's some pretty sweet screenshots I'm grabbing right through here, too. Got this thing maxed out right now. It's about as fast as she'll go.
Yeah, we actually go in the same speed, which is good.
I'll check this guy's house out right here on the water. That's awesome. I wonder how often he gets flooded. Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Basement flooded every time it rains.
Yeah. Oh, here's a bridge that if I had been lined up for it a little better, we could have done.
I'm lined up for it. Let me see. Oh, nope.
Oh, nope.
I got a little bit closer to it. From afar, I mean, from like a good distance. But like once you get like really close to it, you can see the imperfections.
Yeah, like, I don't know about this. The sun hits it just right. You can kind of see that invisible wall sometimes.
Yeah.
Trying not to smack my wing on the tree.
I think if we stay on the river, it will loop us around to that San Juan airport.
Will it?
It looks like it to me.
I just glanced over at my my Volanta. It's just this big squiggle line. Let's hop up for a second here and get a little aerial view of this area. Starting to heat up a little bit too. We got our airport here in 9 miles.
Not gonna lie, they really did good with the colors for the sim.
Yeah. Yeah, after that update, I mean, just look at these mountains off the nose here. The sun's setting down. That's pretty awesome.
Makes me want to get a 4K monitor.
Oh, it makes a world of difference. Here, I'm gonna let Sean catch up to me, and we'll do a little wingman flying here, formation flying. And Mike, I don't see you behind me anymore. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
I just been back behind you guys. I can't get this thing to go any faster. I took us. Actually, I did a touch and go. I didn't full stop.
Here, Sean, I'm gonna put this thing on autopilot, see if I can't grab us some screenshots.
Alright.
Roll alt. Okay. Hop out in the drone camera real quick.
Turned out the circuit breaker popped on my GTN.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Just looked down, I noticed it was sticking out, and that was all it was. Never had that before.
No. I've never had it
I
happen like randomly like that. You know, I've
Yeah.
tested stuff before.
I didn't know. I didn't think that kind of stuff was modeled in this plane. Maybe it is.
It's that Indian burial ground. They're reaching up and touching your circuit breakers.
They possessed my duck to jump down there. And
It's Rubber Ducky's fault.
Dude,
Oh yeah, how'd y'all get the duck anyways?
yeah, you haven't achieved that status yet. We can't share that with you yet.
How many bridges do I have to fly under?
There's a click spot on the dash right above the
Yeah, there's a.
Oh, I got one duck.
Do you? Yeah, it's like a. Oh, actually, everybody's right here. Look at that. Butterbee's right next to me. Mike, once you catch up, we'll be all together here. You guys want to form up on me real quick? If we can't get a screenshot before we get next to this, get to this next airport. I'm cruising about 75 knots. We might get to the airport before you get to me. Actually, now I'm looking at it. We're only 5 miles away, 5.5.
Yeah, I got her the most I can get out of her between mixture and RPMs.
Weatherby's above me. I got Sean coming up next to me somewhere. Where'd you go?
Yeah, I think I'm going too fast.
Yeah, Weatherby's about to join us.
I'll put back a little bit of
Oh man,
fire.
for some reason his little model loaded in like this like block. It looked kind of weird. There we go. We'll end up accidentally flying over the airport, but that's fine. This area is pretty cool looking.
Who the hell is that? Oh,
What?
Papa Ron just did a
Oh, he didn't do a flyby.
World War II.
Yeah, I heard the engine.
He just dropped off the torpedo and went back up.
I was off to the side. I saw you guys on my. Figured I'd see if I could catch up to you.
All right, let's start heading over to the airport here. I think that was Weatherby that was behind me. I got a pretty cool picture of him and Mike. Let's go autopilot off and do a left turn. This is probably just a dirt strip. Let's see.
I see it.
Information.
2.8 miles out.
It says unknown.
Mine says bituminous, so that should be paved.
About 2 minutes?
It means blacktop.
Yep.
Oh, he's stopping?
No, just touch and go. Still got a little ways to go still, so. Although I'm gonna have to take a bio break. Go find the Gatorade bottle real quick. Alright, yeah, I see it off the
Open the
nose
window.
here. It's where the Gatorade bottle's getting dumped. And then, I haven't looked yet, but the next two airports might have ILSs. We can do a little practice with that, as usual.
Santa Fe will.
Yeah, this terrain's a nice change up from what we normally have been flying lately. All
It's pretty
right.
nice. Though.
Got Papa Ron in front of us.
No, this
Mike's
actually
right behind me.
this terrain kind of looks like when I was in the military, we used to train in the desert in Nevada. Kind of looks like it. Kind of looks like that.
Oh, yeah. Start slowing up here. Let's get our flaps in. We're going to do another wheelie.
You touch and go or full stop?
Touch and go. I'll throw an autopilot real quick and run to the restroom. Alright, looking for about 55, 60 knots. Armor out. Excuse me. Throw a little extra power out. Well, hello. Who's that? Is that you, Sean?
Wait, oh, you're behind me.
You just slowly creeped up on my screen.
I go a little bit down there.
Start pulling power. Keep that nose up. Ride that wheelie. Let's go flaps up to 10 degrees and get back in the air. Get the other guys behind me. Go flaps up and see if we can't get caught up with Sean here and get a little wingman action before I run off to the restroom real quick. And the guys are right behind me too if you guys want to take advantage of this.
Oh, look to the right. That is.
Oh, hang on. Is that not you in front of me?
That's nice.
Oh, that's you.
Oh, that's,
Oh,
that,
look
that's
to the
me.
right. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. Oh, nice cut. Thank you. I thought that would be pretty neat to see. Sean, if you want to slow up just a hair there.
Alright.
Giving her all she's got, it ain't enough. Start flapping my arms out the window here. Look at the football team over here. Esprelona? Espranola?
Espanola?
Yeah, it's kind of crooked and sideways for me, so I was having a hard time reading it.
Yeah, it was Espanola.
Espanola.
I can't catch you guys. Dang.
Ah, that's a dope pick.
Sean, you're missing your cockpit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, ain't nobody in yours. You missing? I think everyone's missing it.
It's weird how it glitches out like that. I'm
Wow,
about to
it
stall
goes-
here. I got my stall horn screaming at me. How are you not stalling?
I probably do. I'm in a showcase camp. Oh yeah, I was stalling.
I'm about to say, I'm like, it's screaming at me over here, and I'm like, Austin, out there you are. Oh, you
I'm falling out the sky.
turned around when I turned. Whoa, hello. Somebody else here now. Oh, they're
I'm right
cockpit
here.
loaded.
I'm hugging on Sean right here.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. You shot right in front of me.
Because you stalled, it gave me the chance to catch it.
Yeah.
Do some Blue
Yes.
Angel maneuvers.
Hey, let me just roll it upside down real quick.
Wonder what would happen.
This thing, I think it'll just stall the engine out. If you got a little altitude, you can try it real quick.
Nose down. You get up a little bit. Okay.
I'm off your left here, Mike.
Yeah, as soon as I went nose up, I went to like 50 knots.
Yeah. But you got to remember, we're at 7,300 feet right now, so the performance is just terrible in these little engines.
Oh, oh.
Nope.
Alright, I got a 90 knots. I could do something.
It's too bad, drift. Uh-oh.
Woo!
Oh, boy. Oh, this terrain around here is really neat. We're having some pretty slick pictures of us here, Mike. That's pretty cool. Bet you with the right filter that'll look pretty real. Although your paint job kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Alright, I am gonna go hit the bathroom real quick, so let's go autopilot alt mode to hold it. So let's enroll and alt. Hopefully don't follow the scout, but I'll be back in about a minute.
We'll want to get up to 8,000 feet at some point here.
Okay, I'm back. Let's take care of business real quick. And check that out there. Nobody saw that, right? Alright, let's bring our heading bug. Actually, it's pretty close to being in line, so we can bring it around a little bit here, go to heading mode. You said we want to be up to 8,000 feet?
That's what it looks like to me. I'm double checking right now.
Alright, so let's go arm, altitude, vertical speed. Let's go up 500 feet per minute. Bring the power back in. Got about 14.7 miles to go. This terrain right here is really unique.
Yeah, I love this part of the country. Really wanted to move here after having worked in this area for a while.
I thoroughly enjoyed the low humidity when I was out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were talking about going hiking and everything, but you know, having the ability to go hike for 10 hours straight, sit down for 30 minutes and be dry was almost an unknown concept for me. That was a nice change of pace. You know, normally sweating for hours after you sit down. KSAF, it's showing 5,800 feet on the airport. Do they have any? We got an ILS runway 2, which is 1117. So we'll dial that in real quick. And that'll be on our OBS 2 here, and then we can also dial it in on our GTM because I did that wrong earlier. And we can swap over the VLOC here momentarily. But runway 1, we're going to want to be probably do a left downwind on the airport here. So let's go ahead and line that up with a heading bug.
Runway 1? Oh. It's showing as runway 2 for me.
Oh, I just pulled the ILS frequency from the radio page on the GTM there. These always, buddy, you missed the fun. As soon as you left, we were down in the Rio Grande, Rio Grande, however you want to say it. And we were flying under bridges. Well, a bridge. I couldn't get Sean to fly under another one.
You would have lost me right there.
Sean would have been having to scoot along somewhere flat to take off again. You'll have to go back and check that out, Diesel. It was pretty cool.
Wait, I'm trying to change this frequency on the Garmin, but
Hit that standby.
I'm clicking it. Yeah, it's on standby. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I got it.
So let's pull up the chart real quick and take a look at what we're about to do. KSAF charts. Search. ILS. Okay, so it shows runway 2 on here. Actually, let's do a... Oh, that's a lift pattern. Okay. So we'll pick it up around Duma. So that way we don't fly too far past it. We'll do a left downwind, hit this Duma waypoint, and fly on in right there. While everyone is still alive, I'm impressed. Yeah. Nobody crashed yet. Yet being the key word. I would load it into the Garmin, but then we'll have to end up resetting everything again. So we're gonna not do that for now.
Yeah, I'm not even touching that thing.
No touchy. It's off limits.
I'll stick to a Navigraph.
Alright. Duma has us at 7,800 feet for our final approach fix. Let's go ahead and lower that down to 7,800 feet. At altitude, vertical speeds, go 200 feet per minute. Yet, famous last words. Oh, absolutely. We're not having fun until we're crashing. We'll have to go back down to, oh crap, where was it? I mean, it was like 15 to 20 different wrecks that day. Where was that at?
Is that from the mountain, the little mountain thing that we were landing on?
No, it was the flight plan that Chris came up with. Where was that at?
New Zealand?
No, not New Zealand. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Papua New Guinea?
Yeah, Papua New Guinea. I was like, it has a G in there somewhere. Yeah, Papua New Guinea, that flight plan. We'll have to do that one again. That was a lot of fun. We may have to adjust it some. Because I think everybody's figured out the airports at this point, so there won't be as much laughter to be had, but we'll have to mix it up and get some new airports in there, new challenges. Because doing bush flying in this 152 is a lot of fun.
What runway y'all landing on?
Runway 2. There is a crosswind that is making it hard to do this pattern. There's the airport, so we'll go visual and then let this thing fly the ILS in for us for some practice. And then we'll head off to, what's it, Las Vegas Municipal, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other Las Vegas.
Yeah. I saw that and I was like, wait, what? Where am I in the world?
Oh, that's the airport right up there, right?
That's always a blast to watch. Yeah, when we do the bush trips, it's always a ton of fun. Just because someone always wrecks, which, you know, makes for a good laugh. Now, let me get my head tracking back on. Reset all my views here, and we are going to go autopilot off. And let's go ahead and turn our GPS mode over to VLOG, so that it'll pick the ILS up for us. Hey Eric, how's it going, buddy? And we want to be at around 7,800 feet. So I need to climb back another 50 feet here.
Wait, that is runway 2 that I'm looking at. Okay.
Sorry I couldn't make it at 5. Was at work. I understand. I've been in all-day meetings this last few days here, and today we called it quits at 4, and it was like a godsend. Mainly because people had to get to the airport and catch their flight, and I was like, you guys could have gotten an earlier flight. I wouldn't have complained any. We're having a blast. Eric, if you are just now joining, you need to, when this is over, go back and watch about 20 minutes ago from right now, and I think you'll enjoy it thoroughly. We were down in the Rio Grande. What is the proper pronunciation for that? Is it Grande?
Rio Grande. Well, if you're from where we're all from, or roundabouts, we'd say Rio Grande. If you're from down there, they'd probably say Grande.
Grande.
Touch and go here too.
Yep. And Sean, I don't know if you were trying to do the ILS or not, but you're on the wrong runway.
Oh, that's the wrong runway? I'm looking at Navigraph and I'm like,
something don't look right.
Like it's
Oh, all right, I'm gonna do that. All right, well, yeah, check it out later. Stick around for the end of the flight. I picked up the PC-12 from SimWorks Studio, so we're gonna take a look at that, poke around in it, and maybe do a little hand flying around an airport with it.
1-5, you guys said 0-2. Oh, it's this one over there.
Yep, we're on a left downwind for runway 2 right now. I think the sun will be right on the horizon by the time we get to mini Las Vegas.
Tuck right in here behind you on the downwind.
All right. Yeah, we Mike and I flew the TBM on VATSIM the other night, and that was interesting, to say the least. But it'd be nice to have something that will compete with the TBM, because I love flying the TBM 850 from Black Square.
F-22 could compete with it.
Yeah. Alright, we should be getting our glide slope momentarily. Obviously we're a little high right now, but we're heading out to that Goma waypoint. We'll keep flying this downwind until that glide slope pops up, and then we'll do a little ILS practice. I'll go ahead and get the lights on inside the cockpit here for you guys. Hopefully that'll brighten it up on the stream for you. I know that's a little darker than what I'm seeing. Gotta make sure everything's maxed out there.
So we should be crossing Duma at 7,800.
Yeah, I'm
Lower is not bad. We're just gonna intercept the glide slope a little later, so right.
Well, we'll catch it a little earlier, a little before Duma. Got my glide slope's coming up, so let's go ahead and do a left turn. I just reached 117 hours yesterday in MSFS. Awesome. I don't even want to look at what I have. I probably have 2,117 hours at this point.
I reached 1,000. I'm like, damn.
I've got a problem, guys.
I literally got the sim like probably like 5 months.
I wasn't paying attention.
5, 6
Turned too
months.
far in. Hey, you got 5 or 6 months ago and got that many hours? That's impressive. Alright, so what we're doing here is this is the glide slope, the horizontal bar. We are heading to the right since we need to be in line with the runway. We should see this vertical bar coming in shortly. Keep it around 80 knots here. There it is. Ooh, it's coming in quick. Let's go ahead and go to flaps 10. Let's see what happens if we hit the approach mode for our autopilot. Approach. Alright, it seems to be capturing it nicely. Perfect. Okay. Glide slope is currently armed. It's hunting a little bit here, so let's go ahead and slow up, start pulling in some more flaps. And 30 degrees. Bring the power back in. It's got me on vertical speed mode instead of the glide slope. I must not have captured it too well. So we're going to hand fly the rest of this in. Basically, you want to keep those crossbars inside the little circle there for proper ILS. It gets a little sensitive the closer you get to it. Alright, see if we can rearm that into approach mode. There it goes. I captured it. Try to butter this landing. Oh, always buttering landings. We'll even ride a wheelie for you. Excuse me. So the little ilm that was popping up, that was the either the outer marker or the minimums. I'm not sure in the 152 actually. Let's slow it up a little bit here. Had we captured the glide slope appropriately, this would be where we would ultimately end up on autopilot. So let's go ahead and autopilot off. Start pulling that power in. And we're on the ground. Slowly bring the power back in. Keep that nose elevated. Go flaps 10. And we're back in the air.
Hey, did we lose some people?
Butter out of 10.
Another over there.
Butter like a pro. We've got to fight with this horrible high altitude performance. The 152 right now. Butter waffle pancakes. Love it.
At least there weren't any trees in front of this runway.
Yeah, right. Not a whole lot of trees to contend with at all. Oh, that was a negative 15 feet per minute landing. There you go.
Put that up on TDV.
Yeah, there you go. Go flaps up, and we'll do a right turn. Try to get some speed going again here.
Picking up some dust there, Sean.
I see him kicking a big dust storm.
Give me
Look
over
at that.
here.
Okay, let's see here. I don't see any major terrain between us and Las Vegas Municipal, so we'll keep it relatively low here.
There's a store right beside the runway. At the
Hey,
end of the runway, there's a store over there.
Don't forget to check your fuel there, Sean.
Oh yeah, you know I'm quarter tank right now.
I'm right out of
That should
half,
be
so I got
enough,
plenty.
right?
Yeah, quarter tank will get you there. We're only 44. Oh, wow, 44 miles. A little further than I thought it was. Maybe we can find something scenic to fly along here in a moment.
Change it up and go turn north and go land up in Los Alamos, up on the butte.
Where's that at? Let me lose
K-Land.
this.
K-Land. Clan.
Clam? Let's do that. That sounds
Yeah.
fun. Alright, let's do a left turn up to Clam. So what we can do here is, since we're not worried about the flight plan anymore, we go to flight plan. Or I'm sorry, not flight plan, but direct nearest airport. Let that populate. Clam, 19.4 miles. Activate. There we go. It'll be a bit closer. And should be a more interesting destination to land at from the sounds of it.
What's the abbreviation?
Kilo Lima Alpha Mike. What's the altitude of that thing? 65.
It's only 65.
Maybe 66, just depending on where you click.
Oh, that's fine. No, I was just thinking it was it's like up at 9,000 feet.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if maybe there's a let's go autopilot.
There's an RNAV approach. You want to take runway 27.
Keep this at 7,500 feet. I'll pull a little power back. EGTs were pretty good, so I think we're leaned out appropriately. Here's where we just landed. Got a singular windmill. Must be some. it's the power in the guy's home beneath it. That's about it.
Are you
All right.
going to do a procedure or just hand fly it in?
That's what I'm about to look at. See what we got. Procedures. We got RNAVs. Q7. Yankee would work actually.
Yep.
What's Zulu look like? Yeah, Yankee's gonna be our. So let's go ahead and load that approach in. And let's do a
That's for
direct.
clam, right?
Let's do a direct V cut here. Hopefully it doesn't delete anything. There we go. All right, so we'll fly this RNAV in. What'd you say, Sean?
So that's the clam, right?
Yep, Kilo Lima Alpha Mike. And I'm doing a direct V cut for the RNAV Q7 approach.
Going up to 9,000 at least.
Yeah, I'm looking at the charts here. Los Alamos is at 74.42. Wham is at airport flight. Let's go airports. Lamb. Pull this over real quick. And we are flying the RNAV Yankee. And this is
the one thing
saying 8,900 at Ionsa. What's that?
There's one thing I don't like about this airplane is once you press what do they call it, the VNav, the nav mode,
Mm-hmm.
it just turns you like so far away from wherever you're trying to go.
Oh yeah, I like to intercept with the heading bug as much as possible. What is your favorite aircraft of all time? Well, depends. What kind of category are you talking about? Are you talking about small, medium, large, fighter, airliner? Because I've got favorites for each category. Well, there's some beefy cranes for a little subdivision.
They're staying up here. It's hard to lift things.
should be lighter. Further away from the center of the Earth. Let's say airliner. The A320 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Specifically the Phoenix. You can ask Diesel all about it. It's his favorite too, I think. Is by far my favorite airliner to fly in the sim. Now, as far as how airplanes look or how they ride when you're a passenger, I haven't gotten to ride on the 787 yet. I plan to eventually, but the 787 looks like it's an extremely comfortable airplane to fly on. I do actually enjoy flying on the 320s. Oh, nice. I prefer the Boeing 737-800. Yeah, that's a good one, too. From PMDG. Although, right now, I cannot get mine to work for some reason. The 700 works, but the 800 won't. I don't know what the deal is. I've tried uninstalling it completely and reinstalling it per PMDG, but it still hasn't functioned for a little while now. I load into it, the cockpit's all jacked up, and, like, nothing works. I love how I know I love the Bonanza G36 mod from Flight Sim. If you like the mod from Flight Sim, have you checked out Black Square's Bonanza? I haven't done a stream with it in a while, and we really need to. That one's a ton of fun to fly. But it's modeled really well, especially all the systems, because you get the mixture of the analog gauges like we have here and the GTN 750. Diesel says DC-3, A320, 737, or the PA-28 151.
So, if you did a Black Square Bonanza, can I fly the Baron and just leave one of the engines off?
Yes. That would
Because
be a fun challenge. That would actually be a fun challenge, to fly an entire group flight with one engine. Oh, so you have the Black Square Baron, Ricky. So yeah, the Baron is the exact same as the Bonanza, just with two engines. So if you like the Baron and you want a single engine, I would recommend the Bonanza.
Or just turn one off.
Yeah, or just be like Mike and just turn one engine off. Might have to get that rotor trim going though.
Yeah.
That's what I did with the 787-9. It also didn't work. Is that who made that mod? Those are your favorites, Diesel? Yeah. Now, I went to Oshkosh earlier this year, and my dream, I'm an engineer, so my dream is to build my own airplane at some point. And the Van's RV-14 would probably be what I would want to pick and build. It'd be a ton of fun. Planning to start my sport pilot lessons next year. And with the Mosaic rule through the FAA, hopefully the Van's RV-14 will be an aircraft that I can eventually fly without going to the full-blown and worry about medical and whatnot with a pilot license or a private pilot. Favorite Cessna 208 Caravan. Yeah, that one's a lot of fun. I don't have the Black Square. I really want to get it. I just haven't yet for whatever reason. I think that one would be a lot of fun to do the FedEx feeder flights with, for sure. And as of, it was free from Flight Sim TO. For my work, I'm a drone engineer. Oh, okay. Do you design drones or fly them professionally? Or crop dusting drones? Oh, that's cool. I actually fly. You might know them. I fly an Harris H6 with a LiDAR unit for work. We do mapping some. Eric, I have the 208 mod from Flight Sim. Is there a way to get rid of the pilot that's in the way? Ricky, you might be able to just empty the co-pilot weight out from the weight and balance from the sim, and that might take care of it. Yeah, we were one of the early adopters for the Harris H6, so we have the it's the hybrid, and so he's got the little weed eater engine on it.
Almost ran out of fuel.
Me talking about weight and balance made you look.
I just looked down and I'm like, oh damn, something. So doing this approach right? Where do I switch over from GPS to?
This is an RNAV approach, so it's purely GPS. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate my approach mode here. Because at Yunsu, it should hit the glide slope. You talking about the Harris, Ricky? Or, oh no, I'm sorry, that was Eric, that is the drone engineer.
You'll see some cool scenery coming up on this approach. Keep
Okay,
your
some
eye out for
cool-
screenshots.
Cool clouds here. Let's go get the drone camera ready. Oh, check this out. That's a nice screenshot right there. Get that blur action in. There's a cloud right in. Oh. They're right in the way. Alright, this should capture the. There's the glide slope coming in. So with RNAV, you see we're in GPS mode on the OBS here. Captured the RNAV, the glide slope, so let's go ahead and power back some. Bring the mixture in just a touch. Don't want to go full rich at this altitude. But as far as we're concerned, for most of our purposes, RNAVs work just fine. The only time it's not ideal is if the weather's really crappy. RNAV is not a precision approach, so you may not be able to actually fly it all the way down to minimums. Typically, there's minimums on the chart you're allowed to fly to. Here it is, excuse me, 7,580 feet or 454 feet above the ground. Which I got a visual on the runway already, so it's not too bad. Actually, Mike, I think I remember us flying out here. Now that you suggested this. I remember this being a really cool airport to fly into.
Don't veer off to your left.
Don't? Is that where your Holiday Inn is?
And that's off to the right. No, off to the left is
So you hit
off
the
to the
bodies?
left is the Los Alamos National Labs. They'll
Oh.
send out the F-16s after you. Actually, they don't have them here. They'd have to take off from this airport.
Boeing 787 was created for, or from 4-simmers. That's not the one I'm thinking of. There's another 787 mod. Who made that? Ken mentioned it, but I don't remember what it was. What was that?
Is it Kuro?
No, it doesn't sound right. But here
Wait.
we got these guys, these fellas behind me there. You can see them? The little red squares there for TCAS. So I'm coming in off from the right. You see the
On the
vertical
horizon.
speed or glide slope profile right here, and then the horizontal, which we pretty much see the same over here on our OBS. You can see the difference in sensitivity between what we're displaying on the Garmin versus the OBS over here. Go ahead and pull in 10 degrees flaps, pull a little bit of power. And what did I say for minimums? 75, 80, coming up on, alright, it's minimums. We can see the airport, so we can continue. Go ahead and pull in 20 degrees flaps. Looking for 60 knots. Go ahead, touch power, and 30 degrees flaps. $55 knots. Let's bring the power back in. So, whoa, why is it veering off to the left? Interesting.
Mine just did the same thing.
Yeah, veered off all to the left on me.
Oh, went back to the right.
Alright, full flaps performance sucks at this altitude. Barely able to keep it horizontal. At full power, but we're okay now. There are trees in the way, Papa Ron, so be weary.
Coming under you. I think I'm coming underneath you.
Oh! There's the building that Mike told us to go hit. I mean, not hit. Hopefully I'm over the trees. I was looking over my shoulder there. And this will be a full stop, and we'll go grab our group photos, and then we'll hop over to the PC-12. Full power.
See,
Underground.
look at your OBS, the glide slope horizontal needle.
Yep.
It was always whoa off to the right. Look
Yeah.
at your screen. God damn
There
it.
goes Mike. Yeah, I never do full flaps with the Cessna 152. But yeah, full flaps at this altitude probably wasn't the best idea.
I'm right on the center.
You just watch it hooks you off to the left before you get.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Yeah, let's see what, I like to fly around full flaps around airports.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. What's going on? No. Yeah, I'll take control from there.
This thing, yeah. I don't have as much confidence doing this at this altitude. Bring up a notch of flaps here so we can't get over these trees, and we'll set her down right across on the other side of these trees while everyone else lands. Go flaps up one more. Performance is so bad. That was about everything she had. Just wanted to take a look at the scenery real quick.
Yeah, I want to fly over to that little spot.
This thing turned back around.
Fun to take off from here, the opposite direction we landed, and then just dive bomb down into the valley.
Oh yeah.
Wait, who's inside the trees? Inside that building? Oh, they're flying. They're still flying there.
Yeah, I used head tracking. I used the Track IR 5 specifically. I've had this thing for over 10 years. Slip on into the airport here. What's up, fellas? Oop. A little too steep.
Texaco fuel truck right here.
Just what you need.
Oh, actually, it's Exxon. It changed from Texaco to Exxon Mobil. What the hell?
Whew. Engine performance is rough.
I feel like I was going at pretty decent speed that whole time. Though. I don't know. Mike had some really bad engine performance.
Had a little bit of hard time keeping up.
Sean's Vans.
I was running
You're waiting for him.
on bare bones fuel, man.
Oh, he's about to T-bone you? Oh, no. The van just ran right through you.
So,
Oh, he's coming back for me now.
wait, do you see it? Oh, we all seeing different stuff.
Yeah, that's just the ground vehicles. It's all different for everybody. Oh yeah, my tune was definitely not correct because it just stalled out on me, which is fine. We can get all of our lights off, pitot heat off. Lights. Pop out with the drone. Car woke up, shows violence. Yeah. I have track IR, but your settings look better than mine. That's funny. You're not the first person to say that. I literally used the default profile. And somebody's got a truck parked right in their cockpit. Man, what are you gonna be running the screenshot for? Get out of here.
Wait, I think they're gonna move.
Come on.
They say somebody need fuel.
They heard you were low on fuel. I mean, your nose is in not only in the driver's seat but the passenger seat in the back. They ain't gonna move. Yeah, they ain't gonna move.
Yeah, the cockpits is still broken for me.
Yeah.
Like it's like an empty shell.
Yeah.
You guys are moving.
Oh, there it goes. Come on, you can do it. Get out of here. Nobody invited you to this party.
Why they just surrounded?
Oh, hang on, Pete. Oh no, not me. What are you doing? Get out of here.
That guy, man.
Oh man. Are we waiting on anybody else?
Why is there like a whole truck party just?
I think that's everybody. We'll grab a screenshot and we'll hop in the PC-12 real quick and check that
They
out.
sent all the men in black over from the labs to find out what the hell we're all doing over here.
Find out who was looking over there.
What are you guys doing? Oh, nameplates. That wasn't our best parking job by any means, but it'll work.
I can scooch forward just a touch.
That's okay. I'm more interested in getting the PC-12. Try the one-on-one preset, Ricky. Yeah, I think that's what I have. Here, you know what, Ricky? Here's what I can do. Let me pull up my track IR. Yeah, so looks like you can see that. I use the default profile. Nothing too crazy. I also use the track clip attached to the top of my headset. Oh, I did not mean to shut that down. Oops. Let's get that back up and running. Okay. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Let's hop out of here. Let's go try out this airplane. I haven't loaded it at all yet. So, we may have some issues here to work through. But I bet the TVM profile will work for it pretty well. Alright. I don't know where that's going to be on the list. Polaris PC-12. 5-bladed executive. Got the 4-blade, the 4-bladed executive, 5-bladed, and 5-bladed executive. Let's check out the 5-bladed executive. Liveries. Oh, that is a wild one.
Wait, how does your settings look like here?
I use Aircraft Manager as a mod. And then we need to go back down to Santa Fe, Los Alamos. Let's load in here at 20. Oh. Hopefully that loads me in the right place. Let me grab my... I have the Honeycomb Bravo, so let me grab the prop condition lever. And we'll swap over to the TBM profile here in a second.
The Eagle Nest. What is that?
Get some daytime going here. Ooh. Well, hello. Got a full-blown airplane, or full airplane here. Let's see. Let's open this door up. You gotta push it open. Cool. Oh, here's what I... Wait. Oh. Hey, a little privacy door. Look at that. Here's what I needed a minute ago.
Yeah, a bathroom in there?
Yeah. This beats the TBM simply for the bathroom.
Where's the sink?
Hand sanitizer. Get a table. I know there's a bunch of neat little features and things.
Your passengers look a little shady.
This dude right here, he looks like he's about to have a panic attack, man. Somebody get that man a drink. Holy crap. Yeah, you can click on the passengers and their seats roll out. That's interesting. 7 wings, safety on board. Oh, that's neat. Try not to flirt with the co-pilot.
You
My
guys just
girlfriend may
move.
not
Oh,
like
you
that
can
too
move the
much.
seat.
What's up, girl?
Hey, Michael, do you have the Pelican that not close. Shanzi, what is it? What game is it from? That
Oh, here we go. Here's what this guy needs. Right there.
Steven Wings. Wait. Did that just say Steven Wings?
Sean,
So-
what's that Pelican thing from? Not Call of Duty. What?
Halo?
Halo. You got that loaded?
What is this thing?
Oh, me?
I was wondering, Sean, if you spawned in on it, if it'd show up on Michael's thing.
Oh,
You probably would. No, this is something.
this is pretty nice. Look at the wind.
acrobatic airplane.
All right, we're gonna look at these torpedo cover. Remove before flight covers. It's just flapping in the wind.
You think you could take off with those?
Don't tempt me. We may have to
Wait,
do
I
it.
don't understand. How do you manage to take off with that one? That's
It was my nose plugs. I forgot my nose plugs. All right, and the wind's a bit calmer now. Let's take a look at the cockpit here again. Get back in
do
here.
some acrobatics.
That thing has so many more features than the 850 does.
Oh yeah, it does.
God.
Looks like you're in a hurricane.
That's not free, is it?
Oh yeah, so it has the Skyforce Sim tablet. I downloaded that option. I did not get the mod yet, so I don't have the mod for it, which makes me wonder, am I gonna be able to? Oh, okay, you just click on it. Okay, cool. How do I remove the exterior covers? Do it like this.
And just don't look at the runway.
Don't look at the runway. There you go. Wait, what are you trying to do over there?
What was that? I'm laughing at your call sign, not him.
Oh, my call sign?
Look under your wing.
Oh my goodness.
Is that the default?
Yeah, that's a default livery. That's fantastic. Remove before... Okay, so you hit that remove before flight, and it gets rid of the covers. Okay, that's good to know. Wish I would have remembered to get that tablet installed beforehand. Let's see how... Alright, so reversers work, full power. Okay, condition lever. Oh, okay. There we go. It's not quite the same as the TPM. What about my flaps? Okay. Well, that works. I have no idea how to start this thing. Yeah, right, Diesel? Landing gear. Okay, that works. Controls.
Why can I not take off?
Oh, that's interesting. Look at the... With my roll, it automatically adds in rudder. Huh. Interesting.
It's so windy I can't even take off in this little plane.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a wonderful call sign. That's fantastic. Alright, let's see here. What we got? Battery. Okay, external power, does that work? There's the battery. External power on, off. Okay, so that does work. Cool. Master power, emergency off. Battery 2. Gen 2. Avionics, we'll leave off for now. Foot pumps on. Ignition on. Starter drop. Whoa, why did this dude suddenly... Huh, okay, we're going to have to figure out how to get rid of that. Mechanical yaw dampener, oh, okay. Starter on. Let's listen to this thing. That sounds good. I don't know what NG I need to go to, but we're just going to assume this is about right. Audio's pretty nice. Alright, let's go full on the condition lever. Whoa! Okay, apparently I had the throttles a little forward still. How do I get rid of this pilot? Let's see, I wonder if I... Zero him out real quick. Gotta get rid of him. Nope. Dang it. Alright, so... Don't know how to get rid of the pilot without... Maybe the tablet is what we need to have there for that. I don't know what the deal is. Alright, so... Go over and shut this door.
Warning, essential bus.
You're just
Generator
gonna
1.
hand fly around the airport? Is that your plan?
Yeah, assuming I can not, be looking through the pilot shades. Be nice if they were transparent. Okay, starter automatically kicked off. Ignition, turn that to take off.
Sean, that happened to you the other day. You remember how you got rid of your pilot? That was in your face?
I think. Well,
Engine
it should
one's
be
on.
if it's built into the aircraft, it should be in like a tablet or something. I think.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure yet. Well, I got the Sim Scott 4 Sim tablet, and it's probably something to do with that. But we'll worry about that here in a minute after we get rolling here. Oh, now this is cool. You got the, what's this, the Garmin 650? And the 750. Same developer as the 208? No, this is, what is it? Sim Flight Studios, I think. SFS? Or SimWorks Studios, SWS.
Wait, look at this aircraft.
Track IR is not functioning.
What in the heck are you in, Sean?
You get TriStar.
I dare you to try and take off.
Okay, head tracking's not working.
I know
I
that is.
don't know if that's because I accidentally restarted it a minute ago or what, but we'll deal with that for a minute. Alright, parking brakes off. Whoa, everybody's here. This thing sounds pretty good. Let's just give her a go here.
I'm flying an F-18.
Oh, this thing gets up and goes.
This thing's gonna take a
Whoa,
long time.
why are we drifting?
Do you not have rudder pedal control actually from that linkage to the yoke?
This thing is drifting. Oh, I never. I'll turn off live weather. What? It actually flies really smoothly. It flaps up. The only downside to where this Garmin's at is Really had to get to zoom in at it. Oh, why is it beeping at me?
Yeah, I'd rather it be flipped in position with your instruments panel.
We've got a bit of a drift going on here. Oh, the rudder trim. It's got auto trim.
I'll see you guys next time.
All right,
Take
Ron.
care.
Glad you were able to join us.
Yep, thanks. Bye.
See ya. All right, I probably did something completely wrong here. Auto fuel pumps. This thing is trimming like crazy. Is there a way to correct the trim, maybe? So it's got me like for takeoff trim, but I needed to go to normal trim. I don't know. Oh, this guy's face. We'll have to do some experimenting, but I'm sure we'll be doing a stream possibly on Sunday with this thing once we get the hang of it a little bit.
Take a quick look at the center of your yoke. There's some kind of selector right on there.
How about disconnect trim and gauge?
Oh man.
GCS map light. Oh, that's cool. It's pretty smooth. Missing my track IR right now.
I missed your takeoff. You got that thing off the ground?
Yeah.
That's talking to Sean. He's
Oh.
taking a TriStar up in the air. Here.
Yeah, you don't want to know where I ended up.
Down the river?
Yep, right at the bottom of that that one spot.
That's cool.
Wait, who said they fixed the Wright brothers thing?
They said they did something. They added a feature to it. I don't remember what it was.
Cause I tried to fly it that one day and it's like still not flyable.
I haven't really tried messing with the Wright Brothers thing too much.
You know, that's my favorite aircraft. Or airplane. if you could call it that.
Alright, I've got quite a bit of rudder in the wrong direction right now, but we'll see if we can make it work on this landing here. Yeah, this entire flight is definitely living up to the call sign of this airplane.
There's gotta be something in there to fix that rudder trim.
I'm sure there's something, just... I probably should have followed some form of a checklist, which we didn't do at all.
I don't think that's your problem at all. Who uses checklists?
Obviously not me.
I don't need flash with this aircraft.
Yeah, you can see that trim tab all the way over right now. I'm pretty happy with how this thing handles, though, even despite the kind of crazy trim I got going on right now. It's really nice and smooth. It's kind of heavy, actually. See if we can't bring her in and survive a landing here. It almost looks like there's this little protective screen over the Garmin.
Very dark.
Yeah. Need to adjust the trim on this thing like crazy. I think this thing likes to land like nose down too.
The Pilatus is. What nationality is that brain? Anybody
I don't know. There's somebody flying across the screen.
I'm pulling 85 Gs.
Oh, that was weird. They're like super sensitive all of a sudden. I don't know if that has to do with the profile I have for the TBM. Oh, this thing works pretty well. I'm a fan so far. Be fun to get up and do some actual flights with it. I appreciate you guys joining today. I hope you enjoyed the little extra, little preview there. We'll be back on Sunday, probably flying this guy. Maybe we'll even depart out of here and head over somewhere fun. With that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. That was a fun one, very scenic. And with that, I'll catch you guys later. See you next time. Happy flying.